343 Industry announced this week that they're working on bringing many old Halo assets that were left on the cutting room floor over the years, including those of the original RTS that Halo was originally supposed to be. So if you didn't know this already, well, let me inform you. Way back in the day, when Halo was first in development for the original Xbox, it was actually, well, even before the original Xbox, it was meant to be an RTS.
Mm-hmm.
Real-time strategy game. And there, if you dig it up, you can find footage
Halo Wars.
of it.
There's Halo Wars. And it was actually a pretty good game.
No, no. Halo Wars exists.
Yes,
I'm talking.
Know. But they basically still made the RTS, but they made
Halo Wars that they made later on ended up being a very good series. Halo Wars 1 and 2 both actually quite good. But in the late 90s, when they were making the original Halo Combat Evolved, it was an RTS that they then pivoted as hard as humanly possible into a first-person shooter. I don't know how the fuck in mid project you go, all right, guys, we have a real-time strategy game, but guess what? We're going all the way down into first-person shooter, and we only got like a year and a half, 2 years to make that bitch happen. Go. And it's for a console that doesn't exist yet. Have fun. Fucking miracle workers over there at Bungie back in the day, I swear to God. So anyway, that was a thing, and lots of that content, of course, was not used. And so 343 Industries are pulling a lot of those assets out of the vault, so to speak, and putting together content for the Master Chief Collection. So things like maps, for example, that never made it in. Or maps based on concepts of things that would have been in content that was cut. Things of that nature will make it into the Master Chief Collection. But here's where I get a little confused. I understand that 343 Industries has two teams separately. One working on the Master Chief Collection, the maintenance and of the Master Chief Collection, and then Halo Infinite. But optically, how this looks to me from the outside, where I watch Halo Infinite flounder like a Magikarp out of fucking water for the entirety of its life since launch, and even pre-launch, how much it struggled. And now I'm hearing that they've got a team that's doing this cool shit for Master Chief Collection. Not Halo Infinite, but the Master Chief Collection. Just seems weird to me from like an optics perspective. Like, it looks bad. Like, at this point, the Master Chief Collection, as far as I'm concerned, should probably just be patches and maintenance. You're leaving the games up, people playing co-op or single-player campaigns, they're online playing the multiplayer, you're maintaining it. That's what you're doing. Adding cool shit to Master Chief Collection while your game that you spent way more time and money and energy on is literally gasping for air on the other side of the room is weird. I don't know how big the team on Master Chief Collection is. It's clearly much smaller than Infinite, but you should be coming up with cool ways of making Infinite the center of attention. I shouldn't be hearing about we're gonna bring back some crazy shit from 1997 and put it in Master Chief Collection when, like Fox said in chat, we still don't have Forge mode in Infinite or co-op for the campaign. We still can't play co-op.
Yeah, it's bad.
In the new game.
Yep.
It's like bad, that just looks so bad. It's like, stop, please. It's already dead. Don't make it deader.
Let it die in peace.
Just let it be over. Don't drag it out. But yeah, it's very weird to me. I love the idea, and I think it's great that they're doing it. I just think that it's being put into the wrong game. Like how much people have been begging for new maps and experiences in Infinite for multiplayer. Why aren't you bringing maps based on these assets that you're talking about to put into like the Master Chief Collection? Why aren't you just putting all of this shit in Infinite in some way? And maybe they will transfer some of it to Infinite, but why am I hearing about it being like the forefront for Master Chief Collection? It's such a weird thing. I don't understand I don't understand the management at 343 Industry. And tangentially related to this, even though I don't have it in the notes, so in their esports side of things, where they have partnerships for a certain number of teams, I don't even know if they have a number that's publicly known for how many will make the berth for partnership with the HCS, the Championship Series. Probably the top tier 2 teams. So when I say tier 2, I mean they're not the ones in first, second, or third place. So, you know, like in all esports, you'll have like the guys that you know are going to be in the top few spots, and then you have like your tier 2s that will take games off of tier 1 and once in a while dark horse their way, you know, into the top seeds. That's Pioneers. They were my dark horse because they had so much talent and they were in that consistent top 6 every single series. Not only that, but they ran which state are they from in the States? I can't remember now off the top of my head. But they rented out like one of the baseball fields and ran scrims or some shit with all the other top teams, with like a live audience and all this other shit at the baseball field, which is like dope. They were super invested in this Championship Series stuff, performing at a high level, continuing to be involved and doing everything, doing more than the other teams did at the top. And then they're informed in the 11th hour, hey guys, sorry, but you're not part of the partner program. And everyone, even the top players of the other teams that are in the partner program, were on Twitter and social media going, what the fuck is the Pioneers not doing in the partner program? None of this makes any sense. And so, Kansas City, that's it. Yeah, Kansas City Pioneers. So, yeah, very odd, very strange, and I have, it's been a hot minute since, it's kind of like, I hate to make this analogy, but 343 Industry is kind of like Twitch, where I keep waiting for positive news to give about Infinite, or in any way, shape, or form from how the management is operating it, and 99% of the time, it's something fucking horrible or negative or whatever the fuck. It's like Twitch. It's like today. It's like they got that 2 pieces of good news, and we're giving it to them. We're like, yes, Twitch. Yes, good job. We're going positive direction. Yes. 343 Industries is none of that shit. There's no clapping. There's no anything. The team that's doing the shit for Master Chief Collection, that's dope, but it should be part of Infinite, not Master Chief Collection. And now you're doing this. You're dicking around probably the most active tier 2 team that did even more than some of the tier 1 teams did for the scene, which was, again, like Infinite, floundering above water like a fucking Magikarp. And now here we are. So, yeah, very strange. 343 in general needs to get their shit together. It's a bit of a mess over there, to say the least.